In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Kingdom of Mercia. One general's option, and he is a sturdy one. Nice charge bonus for being a sword unit, nice armor, nice melee defense, overall nice stats. Missile block on the low side, the melee damage is 50, but only 4 of that is armor piercing, so this character will do well in the shield wall. They have a nice selection of spears as well. The difference between feared spearmen and select spearmen isn't all that big. I'm bringing feared spearmen all the time. They have a very low charge bonus, both of these spear units, so they are mainly support units. Low-ish missile block chance. More of a normal missile block chance, really. Then we have the Thane spearmen. You get more armor. That's basically all you get. You get a bit more armor. You get the discipline trait, and that's about it. They're a spear unit, and a fairly expensive one at that. In terms of melee infantry, we have the Thanes and the Royal Thanes, and the Thanes in shield wall, very good. The Royal Thanes in shield wall, very good, but very expensive. Same could be said for the Thanes. They are a bit on the expensive side, but they are going to be your main line most of the time, the Thanes. Then they have a nice selection of Axman. Select Axman, a nice selection of select Axman. The feared Axmen are nice. Low morale, not much to speak of in terms of armor. With the select Axmen you get more armor, you get a bit more melee defense, a bit more morale. But as a supporting unit, the feared Axmen do a damn good job. Feared archers and select archers, and both of these units have shield wall, though you might want to get their bigger charge bonus in instead. Feared archers and select archers, their damage is on the low side compared to some other factions, but still you're getting archers for very cheap. They also have slingers, they have skirmishers, they have horsemen, and I quite like this with Age of Charlemagne. Not every faction has access to good affordable cavalry, so you could be paying for royal horsemen, but paying 1,000 for a cav unit in Charlemagne, in my opinion, very risky, and with only 46 armor, these guys are going to be dying a lot. So let's have a look at an army that I like here, with the Kingdom of Mercia. Kingdom of Mercia is infantry centric, with nice skirmish support. So let's assume 4 of the same unit, because that's somewhat normal at the moment. So a few select archers, a few slingers for slowing down enemy cavalry, that could be very important. A few cav units of your own for slowing down enemy cav. Let's see, the problem with Mercia is the same as a few other factions that have very cost-effective troop options. You end up having a lot left. So I might, let's see, I like having these archers, but 6 skirmishers might be a bit on the high side, considering that you are, you won't be able to protect them all that well. So 4 Thanes, 2 Royal Thanes, then we have 4 feared Axmen, and since we have funds remaining, we can just go ahead and make them select Axmen instead. Just give them a bit more punch in melee. We have the horsemen, and we have the slingers here. Now I have 300 left. I can use those 300 for feared javelin men. I can use them for a select spearman, or an additional archer unit. I'm probably going to be spending them on an additional archer unit. So the way I like to use Mercia, doesn't work all the time of course, but it's nice when it does. The Thanes go in the center shield wall. The Royal Thanes go on the flanks, where there are usually spears or cav engagements. The cavalry tries to get engagements that are then supported by Royal Thanes, and ideally select Axmen as well. The feared slingers will go on the flanks and try to slow down enemy cavalry so I can catch them with the horsemen, and the select archers are going to be in the center, trading a bit with enemy archers or going for heavy shot on select units. If nothing's happening skirmish-wise center, I'm going to push these guys off on the flanks, and they are going to rain fiery death or heavy shot death, depending on the armor of the cavalry unit, down into engagement. So your supporting units are very flimsy, very easy to kill, not that good, but the main line, the sword main line, is a fairly sturdy one. So Kingdom of Mercia doesn't really have any one standout category that they do better than everyone else, and I quite like that. But good sword faction, just on the weaker side when it comes to cavalry, and they do have these spear units, but I haven't found use for spear units that are this expensive just yet. Strength and honor.